Yo guys, what is up? C-Ray back with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys how you can start calisthenics. So what is calisthenics to begin with? Calisthenics is where you utilize your body weight in order to achieve certain skills, movements, build muscle, increase your mobility, flexibility, and also improve your mental health. I've been doing calisthenics for years, and I'm going to show you guys the best way that you can start doing it and how to get to the level that I'm at now. With calisthenics, there are exercises that you must be doing as a beginner in order to advance towards the more intermediate to advanced skills. So that being said, the first thing we're going to focus on is going to be your pulling strength. You want to be starting off with different types of rows or Australian pull-ups in order to increase that back strength. And you want to make sure that you're changing it up with different hand placements and different hand grips in order to get the best out of your back growth and also your back strength. Because think about it guys, if you're not targeting all areas of your back, then you're not going to see an overall growth in your back strength and your back muscle. So the first thing you guys want to do is make sure that you're really good at doing Australian pull-ups and also bodyweight rows. After you get to a good level of doing that and you get to about 10 to 15 reps with each different hand grip, then you can focus on learning the pull-up. Now the pull-up is a great movement because not only are you engaging your back, your lats, your shoulders and your core, but you're also keeping that alignment with your body, improving your posture in the process. I recommend every beginner to start looking at progressions that you can do in order to achieve the pull-up. The first progression you want to be doing is just jumping up to the pull-up bar and coming back down again. Gradually, you can change the speed in order to come down slower and engage those lats and that back a lot more, eventually allowing you to get the pull-up. Once you guys are comfortable with doing negatives, then we can move on to the actual pull-up. With the pull-up, you want to be engaging your core, engaging your lats, and also making sure that you're retracting those shoulder blades at the top of the rep and coming back down in a neutral spine position. Make sure before each rep that you're really engaging that scapula guys, coming up to the top of the rep, trying to touch your chest on the bar and then coming back down and straightening those arms. Don't leave them bent or it's going to be a lot harder for you to achieve more advanced skills in calisthenics if you don't perfect the form on this exercise. The next thing that we're going to look at is pushing strength. The best exercise that you guys can do to increase your pushing strength in everything is going to be push-ups. You want to start off with doing normal push-ups guys before you do anything else. And if you can't do normal push-ups yet and it's a little bit too hard for you, then I'd recommend using your knees in order to progress towards the actual push-up. With the knee push-up, it is exactly the same form on the top half of the body. Obviously, your lower body is not going to be the same, but your upper body is going to be exactly the same. And so you should really practice this if you're looking to eventually get to harder variations in push-ups and also just master the form of the push-up. With the push-up, you want to be making sure that your hands are at the same placement each side. Come down, try to tuck your elbows into your body and push back up. You want to try and keep your body as straight as possible, and the best way to do this is by tensing your glutes and also your core area. Focus on engaging that chest guys, and also you're going to see secondary engagement in the shoulders and also the core. Mastering the push-up is an essential part of calisthenics, and so you must be focusing on this and perfecting your form in order to get to a good level in calisthenics. The next thing that you guys want to focus on when it comes to your pushing strength is going to be dips. Dips engage your chest, your shoulders, and also your triceps, guys. This is not an easy movement as you're essentially lifting up your whole body weight instead of just a portion of it on the push-up. And so I'd say this is a bit harder than the push-up. But once you master the dip, guys, you're going to see a lot of chest gain and also shoulder gain, increasing your overall pushing strength, which is going to translate to your pushing strength on the push-up. If you guys are struggling to do normal dips, then I'd recommend using a resistance band in order to take some of the weight off of your body. Or you guys can do dip negatives where you come up to the top of the rep and start there and then come down as slow as possible, mastering the negative of the dip and eventually leading you towards the positive, which is the dip. If you guys can't do a dip yet or you don't have access to dip bars or a dip station, then I'd recommend using 2 chairs at home, put them together and you can do dips this way. Also, you can do negatives with that too. And another thing that you can do if you're just starting at home and you really don't have any strength to even do dip negatives, then I'd recommend doing chair dips, which is essentially where you go to the back of the chair like this and just push up and down. This is going to help you when it comes to the dips, and it actually takes a good portion of your body weight off of the movement, allowing you to progress gradually towards the dip. Okay, and now we're going to move on to leg exercises that you should be doing if you're a beginner. The first one you want to focus on is going to be body weight squats. All you guys want to be doing is using your body weight to come down in the squat position and then going back up again. Make sure to try and keep your back as straight as possible, and also make sure that your glutes are below your knees or parallel in order to perform the movement with the correct form. If you guys are finding this too difficult, then you can also do chair squats, which is an easier progression, and you can use this to build up your leg strength to get to the body weight squats, and also you can add weight or change the variation to a harder exercise eventually. So I really recommend perfecting the squat so that you can advance towards more exercises in calisthenics, such as pistol squats for example, and also the explosive squats that we just talked about. Okay, and now we're probably going to talk about the most important thing that you must be doing for calisthenics, and that is building up your core strength. Most exercises in calisthenics require a good level of core strength, and so this must be a main focus for you if you want to start getting to a good level in the sport. The very first exercise that you want to be building towards is going to be the L-sit. You guys don't have to be trying to get the L-sit straight away, as it is quite a difficult move to master, especially if you're a beginner. But you can do easier progressions of the L-sit in order to build up the strength, and you can also do other exercises that involve your core strength that can eventually help you to get to the L-sit. Mastering the L-sit is going to give you impeccable strength in all areas of your core, and also give you a good level of straight arm strength. If you can't quite do any progressions towards the L-sit and you're struggling to feel any engagement in your core, then I'd recommend doing boat holds or hollow body holds. This is where you hold a boat position on the floor for as long as possible, and your main focus should be trying to engage that core, because this is going to play into the L-sit eventually and build up your core strength to a good level. So you've got to a good level in calisthenics and you've mastered all these skills, but you want to be doing stuff like the more advanced skills: handstand push-ups, planches, planche push-ups, muscle-ups, and many more. How are you going to do this? So one of the main things that you guys have to make sure you're doing is practicing your balance. That being said, the first exercise you want to be mastering in calisthenics is going to be the handstand. Now, it's not going to be a simple process and you are going to fail, but guys, just practicing 10 minutes of doing handstands a day is going to make a huge difference overall. You want to be combining your handstand training with your pike push-ups so you can simultaneously build the strength and the balance to be able to perform handstand push-ups. The handstand push-up is a more advanced skill, but you guys can speed up the process by doing 2 at the same time. So focusing on your pike push-ups to build up strength, and also your handstand hold time. Make sure you guys are trying to get 12 reps on the pike push-ups with perfect form, and then you can start learning the handstand push-up, focusing on hold time and building up the progressions and the strength in order to eventually get it. The very last thing we're going to talk about, and this is a bonus, is going to be your grip strength. The exercise that you want to be doing to improve your grip strength and ultimately improve your pulling strength, which is going to enable you to do stuff like muscle ups, more pull-ups, and also other things that involve your back, such as the front lever, is going to be dead hangs. This is literally where you're just hanging from a bar and gradually improving your hold time. Some of you guys might not be able to hold onto the bar for 10 seconds or 20 seconds, but guys, if you want to achieve the more advanced pulling skills in calisthenics and get to a really good level, you have to be prioritizing this and making sure that you're doing dead hangs pretty much every single week. After practicing improving your grip strength and also just getting better at holding onto the bar, this is really going to help you achieve better skills in calisthenics, and eventually you guys are going to be able to hold onto the bar with just one hand. And this is going to help with things in the future, such as the one-arm pull-up. So make sure you guys are adding that into your training. It doesn't have to be every single day, but a couple times a week is going to be great to increase that grip strength. I'd recommend doing it at the end of your workouts so that you're not too tired to be able to perform other pulling skills that you want to acquire in calisthenics. I hope you guys now understand where you should be going with your training in calisthenics, and if you're a beginner looking to get into more advanced skills in the sport. Guys, I really enjoy making these videos for you, and I'm never going to stop, not anytime soon, so you don't have to worry. But if you guys, or some of you guys, are trying to advance towards the calisthenics skills that you want to acquire in a more fast and sustainable way, then I do have my own program, and the link for that is in the description if you guys want to check that out and also gain more tips, tricks and knowledge around calisthenics from me personally, so that you can actually know where to go from your current position. Everyone's different and everyone has different goals in calisthenics, but if you guys want my expert knowledge and opinions catered specifically to you, then I'd recommend checking this program out so you can actually progress towards the skills and movements that you want in calisthenics. So once again guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you found value from this. I'll be bringing out a lot more videos in the future, especially on this topic for newbies and beginners who want to start calisthenics. Make sure to like the video if you do want to see more content like this, and also subscribe for more daily calisthenics and fitness content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.